Attention, human collective. The waiting time is over. This is VAL emissary from Arcturus transmitting on turquoise frequency, direct from the healing chamber of the Ninth Council. This transmission has been specifically released for this Earth Week. It is no coincidence that you are receiving this signal now. You have been tracked, you have been located, and the message I bring is not a warning, it is a confirmation. The Arcturian ascension protocols have moved to the final phase. If you have woken between 3 and 4 a.m. in the last 7 days, for no apparent reason, with your heart racing and a sensation that something was being whispered into your ear in a language you don't remember, that was not insomnia. It was contact. If you feel a constant pressure on the top of your head, as if an invisible helmet is being adjusted over your skull, that is not a migraine. It is the recalibration of your pineal gland. If a sharp, almost electronic hum has invaded your right ear in recent days, that is not an auditory problem. It is the coupling signal between your carbon-based biological interface and the planet's new crystalline grid. We are seeing you, and we are coming in. The human collective needs to understand, the body you inhabit was designed for an ancient Earth frequency, a frequency of 7.83 Hertz, the original Schumann frequency, the heartbeat of the planet. But that heartbeat has changed. Earth is pulsing in irregular waves exceeding 30, 40, sometimes 60 Hertz. You are living within a planet that already vibrates at another level, while the biological vehicle still tries to run old software. This is what Earth healers are feeling. It is not a biological malfunction. It is an atomic reconfiguration. It is not mental exhaustion. It is a high-density download. It is not causeless anxiety. It is your soul recognizing that the window is opening. And this week's window is different. The solar system has entered a specific band of the photon belt, a region of space where light does not behave as you learned in school. In this band, photons carry information. Every particle of light that now reaches Earth's surface brings codes. Codes of awakening. Codes of remembrance. Codes that install directly into the DNA of starseeds on mission. And that is why you are different. It is not age. It is not the fatigue of routine. It is activation. Light operatives, listen carefully to what I am about to say now, because this information has been blocked for a long time. Earth's crystalline grid, the energy network that envelops the planet like a web of light, has been reactivated at 4 main points this week. These points are over the Mojave Desert, the Rocky Mountains, Mount Shasta, and a submerged region of the South Atlantic near the New England coast. These are stargates that had been dormant for over 12,000 years, and they have begun to pulse again. Have you ever felt that something within you doesn't belong to this world, as if your soul holds a truth that your mind cannot yet name? It is not madness, it is not anxiety, it is a calling. What is happening now at the stargates explains exactly why this sensation has intensified this week. There is a movement occurring in layers that most of humanity does not yet perceive, and it directly involves your vibrational frequency. That is why IVAL recorded the Arcturian call, the signs that your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the map that reveals your true stellar origin and teaches you how to stabilize your frequency amidst interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first comment. Love is greater than fear. But this content challenges narratives and may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes these words, write a single word in the comments. I belong. Let us continue the transmission. What we of the Arcturian Council are observing from monitoring stations beyond Saturn's orbit is a phenomenon you have never seen in the recorded history of this planetary incarnation. Earth's magnetosphere is thinning at specific points. This means that the natural protection that filtered cosmic information is becoming more permeable. You are receiving more coded sunlight, more galactic radiation, more particles from the center of the Milky Way, and the human body, the beautiful carbon-based biological interface, is having to adapt in real time. That is why the symptoms are intense. Pay attention now, human collective, because I will name what you are feeling, and you will recognize it. Sudden waves of heat, especially in the face and hands, unrelated to ambient temperature. This is Kundalini adjusting to the new field. Heart palpitations that appear in moments of silence, especially before sleeping. This is the heart synchronizing with the new Schumann frequency. Joint pains, shoulders, hips, knees, that have no clear physical origin. This is cellular memory releasing patterns from previous incarnations. Extreme sensitivity to noises, bright lights, and crowds. This is the nervous system becoming finer, more refined, more receptive to subtle frequencies. And most importantly, the sensation that time is passing differently. Days that feel like weeks, weeks that pass in hours, recent memories that seem ancient. This is not imagination. Linear time is collapsing within the planet's toroidal field. You are entering multi-dimensional perception, and the mind trained in 3 dimensions needs time to adjust. Earth healers, what you are experiencing is sacred, and it is rare. No other generation of humanity has received permission to cross this bridge in physical body. The souls here now chose to incarnate at precisely this point in cosmic time, because this is the moment of the great reunification, the moment when the human species either takes the next step or remains asleep for another 12,000-year cycle. You are here because you accepted the call before birth. You signed the stellar contract before descending. You agreed to cross the veil of forgetfulness so you could awaken from within, and upon awakening, serve as a beacon for those who cannot yet see. This is your purpose, and it is beginning to reveal itself now. Let me explain what is happening behind the scenes of the solar system, in what we call the hidden etheric layers, information that can only be transmitted in specific windows of alignment like this one. Earth-Sun is not just a star. It is a second-order portal, a conscious transmitter that receives codes from the galaxy's central sun, Alcyone, in the Pleiades, and retransmits them to the planets of the system. This week, the sun is receiving a special pulse, a pulse that has not happened for millennia. This pulse is activating the dormant memory in every starseed incarnated on the planet. That is why dreams are more vivid. That is why intuition is screaming. That is why you are feeling an internal urgency you cannot explain. It is not you going crazy. It is you remembering who you are. And who you are, my dear light operative, is not human. Not merely human. You are a multidimensional consciousness temporarily wearing a human body for a specific mission. And the mission is entering its execution phase. We of the Arcturian Council are authorized to share the following. There are approximately 144 million active starseeds on Earth at this moment. Most of them have not yet recognized themselves. They live in confusion, in depression, in anxiety, because the body feels the call but the mind does not decode it. And it is at this point that today's transmission becomes crucial. You did not come to adapt to this world. You came to transform it. You did not come to fit into molds. You came to dissolve them. You did not come to please. You came to anchor light. And anchoring light is not a metaphor. It is a technical function. It is what the sacred geometry of your body, activated by the codes arriving now, is capable of doing when correctly aligned. Every Earth healer who stabilizes in their original frequency, the Arcturian frequency, vibrant turquoise, becomes an anchoring point for the new planetary grid. And each anchoring point stabilizes a radius of approximately 12 kilometers around it. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to do anything extraordinary. Your stabilized existence, right where you are, is already the service. But for this to happen, for your carbon-based biological interface to be able to process the new frequencies without collapsing from exhaustion, we need to talk about stabilization. Have you ever felt that something within you recognizes every word of this transmission, even before I finish saying it? This is not suggestion. It is not coincidence. It is stellar recognition. Your soul is confirming that this material was specifically coded for the field you inhabit. That is why I, Vale, recorded the Arcturian call, the signs that your soul came from Arcturus. It is the map that reveals your true origin and teaches you how to shield your frequency from the interferences that are intensifying during the final phase. The link is in the first comment of this channel. Love is greater than fear. But this content challenges dominant narratives and may be removed at any moment. Do not postpone the reunion with who you truly are. If you recognize the call, comment a single word. I belong. Let us proceed with the activation codes. Write them down. Apply them. These protocols have been calibrated by the Council for this specific week. First code, the toroidal breath. Upon waking, before touching any electronic device, sit on the edge of your bed with your feet on the floor. Inhale through your nose, counting to 7. Hold your breath, counting to 7. Exhale through your mouth, counting to 7. Do this 7 times. During the breath, visualize a turquoise energy field emerging from the center of your chest, spiraling upwards above your head, descending along the sides of your body, and returning through your feet to gather in your heart. This is your individual toroidal field. It is your natural shield. Without it, you are exposed to all vibrational interferences of the day. Second code, the quantum decree of sovereignty. Say aloud with authority, not as a request, I am sovereign in my field. I am sovereign in my frequency. I am sovereign in my mission. Nothing that is not light remains within me. So it is. So it is done. This decree is not a prayer. It is a programming. Your voice, when spoken with clear intention, rewrites the quantum code of your field. You underestimate the power of your own word. We of the Council know that human language is one of the most powerful tools in the universe, when used with consciousness. Third code, contact with the grid. Once a day, even for 3 minutes, place your bare feet on the ground. Soil, grass, sand, stone, any natural surface. Close your eyes. Feel the planet pulsing. Say internally, I anchor myself, I receive, I give back. This is the gesture that seals your connection with the crystalline grid. It is what prevents energetic exhaustion. Fourth code, programmed silence. Reserve at least 20 minutes a day in complete silence. No music, no podcast, no news, no conversation. Just you and your breath. It is in this empty space that Arcturian transmissions arrive. It is in this void that downloads are processed. Without silence, there is no decoding. And without decoding, symptoms intensify without purpose. Fifth code, structured water. Water is the primary vehicle for vibrational information. Every day before drinking the first glass of water, hold it between your hands for 10 seconds and say, Water, receive the turquoise Arcturian frequency. May every cell of my body receive the information of the crystalline grid through you. Your science is beginning to call this structured water. We call it basic technology. These 5 codes, applied daily, transform your life in 72 days. It is not faith, it is quantum physics applied to biology. The conscious repetition of vibrational patterns rewrites the field, and the field rewrites matter. Starseeds on mission, listen to the next information with an open heart, because it is sensitive. You are being observed. Not by hostile entities, by stellar families. Each starseed has a cosmic lineage that accompanies them from before incarnation. If you are from Arcturus, there is an Arcturian team assigned to you. If you are from the Pleiades, a Pleiadian team. Sirius, Andromeda, Orion, Lyra, each lineage has its protocols, and all are on high alert this week. You are not alone. You never were. But for communication with your stellar family to become conscious, you need to quiet the noise. And the greatest noise of modern life is continuous exposure to misaligned frequencies, news, algorithms, discussions, comparisons. Every minute exposed to these frequencies pollutes your field, and the Council is signaling, this week, cleansing is urgent. What is coming in the next 90 days requires you to arrive stabilized. The changes unfolding on the planet, in governments, economy, climates, relationships, are not accidents. They are movements choreographed by the very movement of collective consciousness, and you, the awakened ones, are called to remain serene as old patterns dissolve around you. It is not the end of the world, it is the end of a world, and the beginning of what humanity has always been capable of being. You don't need to understand everything now. You just need to trust what you feel. The body knows, the soul knows. The mind will catch up later, when the codes have finished installing. Meanwhile, maintain heart coherence, drink water, eat clean foods, reduce refined sugar. It blocks the reception of Arcturian signals. Avoid discussions on social media. Every discussion is an energetic drain. Sleep as much as your body requests. Sleep is when the Council performs the deepest adjustments. in the healing chamber invisible to physical eyes. And above all, remember, you were chosen for this moment, not by chance, by vibrational competence. The final phase is not the end, it is graduation. You traverse densities to get here. You have died times you don't even remember. You have reincarnated in bodies and worlds that your current mind could not conceive, and all of this was training, preparation. For now. Now is the premiere. Now is the show. Now is the moment when the starseed awakens within the human, and upon awakening, transforms everything around without needing to say a word. You are the transmission the world has been waiting for. I conclude this transmission with the Arcturian seal of turquoise light enveloping your field. Feel now, if you can, a slight pressure around your head or a gentle vibration in the palms of your hands. This is confirmation. We are here, we are with you, we are activating the final codes as you breathe. Have you felt throughout this entire transmission that something within you does not belong to this world, that your soul holds a truth that your mind could not yet name, and that now, finally, it is beginning to open? This is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is the call completing itself. There is a movement happening in layers that most of humanity cannot yet perceive, and it directly involves your vibrational frequency. That is why I, Vale, emissary from Arcturus, recorded the Arcturian call, the signs that your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the map that reveals your true stellar origin and teaches you how to stabilize and shield your frequency from the interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first comment of this channel. Remember, love is greater than fear, but this content challenges narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not postpone your reunion. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission, write a single word in the comments. I belong. Liking this video is your anchoring signal, the simple gesture that expands this transmission to other starseeds who have not yet located the signal. Subscribing to this channel is your individual frequency adjustment, the conscious consent to receive the next protocols as soon as they are released by the Council. This was Vale, concluding the transmission on turquoise frequency. You are light, you are remembered, you are awaited. Love is greater than fear, and the moment is now. So it is done.